What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you a review of the Stone Island Marina collaboration with New Balance Numeric on this 272 in the yellow or ochre colorway. So this marks the latest collaboration between Stone Island and New Balance, but this time it's under Stone Island's Marina banner and it's in collaboration with New Balance's skateboarding division, New Balance Numeric. So this is the skateboarding shoe called the 272. And this sneaker released alongside two other colorways, an ivory or white pair and a navy blue colorway. And all three pairs dropped on June 18th and they retailed for $190 US or 250 Canadian dollars. And I'm not a skateboarder whatsoever, but this shoe was such a departure from your typical Stone Island New Balance collaborations. So I want to pick these up, see how these were in real life, and give you guys a proper in-depth review of this shoe. So first things first, here's a quick look at the packaging. So this comes in this white-based cardboard box. On the top lid in blue, we have Stone Island Marina branding, whereas on the side, we have New Balance branding. And inside the box, it comes with this dry bag, which is constructed in what feels like a yellow-colored nylon material. And clipped on top, there's also a whistle as well. So as for the shoe itself, jumping right into the details, you'll see how the upper half of the upper of the shoe, this is crafted out of a yellow-colored canvas, which feels pretty soft to the touch, and almost has a bit of a broken-in feel to it. You can also see how there's like an invisible stitch, so the canvas is folded under before being stitched down to the layer underneath, giving it more of a clean and simple look. Underneath this canvas, we have a very soft, genuine suede, which is done in a little bit darker shade of yellow compared to the canvas above it. For the eyelets, we have more suede, and the suede here is a slightly different shade of yellow compared to the suede on the bottom half of the shoe. Underneath this, on the mid panel, we have the New Balance N logo. This is yellow, but it's also reflective. And then when you look at the medial side, there is no New Balance N logo here, but instead on the bottom, we have these two eyelets, which give the shoe more breathability and airflow. Covering the bottom of the heel, we have a rubberized yellow colored heel clip. This gives you a little bit more structure and support around the heel of the shoe. Bonded in the center, we have Stone Island Marina branding in blue. Above this, we have a silver reflective 3M layer. And then on the top of the heel, this is covered in a synthetic layer, which kind of feels like a rubbery plastic to the touch. And we have the New Balance Numeric logo painted on in blue. In terms of laces, this pair comes with two different lace options. The standard lace and the one that I prefer most are these off-white colored laces, but they also come with a yellow colored lace if you want to give the shoe a little bit more color and contrast, especially on the tongue. As for the tongue, there's a thin layer of foam, but the top layer is covered in the same material that we saw on the top of the heel. So this kind of feels like a rubberized plastic almost, so it has a bit of a stiff feel to the touch, and on the top we have Stone Island Marina branding. The tongue is also held to the base of the shoe using these two elastic or bungee bands, which makes sense from an actual performance standpoint, helping contain your foot and giving you more lockdown. And then the back half of the interior of the shoe, this is covered in a yellow colored mesh. And then for the insoles, these come with a pretty well padded Ortholite branded foam insole, and we have New Balance Marina branding found in the center. So the sole for the shoe is vulcanized, it's not a cup sole, which means it's gonna be a little bit more flexible, it's gonna give you more ground feel. Again, from a performance standpoint, for those that are actually gonna be skating in these, this could be beneficial for you. So the outer edge of this midsole is covered in this yellow colored rubber, and we have a secondary layer on the toe box area for additional reinforcement and durability. And then taking a look at the bottom of the shoe, so the outsole here is constructed out of an off-white colored rubber. We have this wavy style traction pattern on the forefoot along with a circular pivot point as well. And then on the heel, we have this yellow colored New Balance logo. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this shoe. And for those wondering about how these fit, so in my case, I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, meaning when I go to a shoe store, step on a Brannick device, I measure as an actual size 10 US in between a D and an E width. So getting these in a size 9.5, which is a half size down, I feel like they do fit, but they're a little bit snug. So I feel like if you have a narrow or normal width foot and you're maybe in between sizes normally, I'd recommend going to the smaller size. But if you have like a wider foot, or if you're not in between sizes, let's say you're a clear-cut size 11 and you're a wide footer, I'd stick with the same size 11 for this shoe. So long story short, if you like more of a spacious, roomy fit, then you can go true to size. But if you're really particular and you like that exact one-to-one fit, assuming you don't have a really wide foot, then go half size down. To give you guys a point of comparison, I also wear a size 9.5 in other New Balance silhouettes like the 992, 993, and most of the 990 series, whereas I go with the size 10 or true to size in the made in Asia and made in UK models like the 2002R, 860 V2, 991, and 1500. Moving on to the comfort, so these feel like a typical skateboarding shoe would feel in that it's going to be very flat, very low to the ground, and very stable. However, because of the thick and padded insole, you definitely feel some squishiness, especially on the heel. I'm not sure about the longevity of this insole, whether it's gonna flatten out pretty quick, but straight out of the box, the step-in comfort for the shoe wasn't that bad. Yes, you can't compare this to like a typical non-skateboarding New Balance shoe. It's just in a different class of sneaker, but for a shoe that's extremely low to the ground, again, like I said, there is some level of plushness underfoot. Finally, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship, so first off, the material quality I thought was really impressive. The mix of the canvas, the genuine suedes, the materials definitely felt pretty solid, especially for a shoe like this, which is supposed to be a skateboarding shoe that's going to be absolutely destroyed. The overall build of the shoe, same thing, I thought it was quite well put together. So even though this is not like your typical Stone Island New Balance collaboration, I thought they executed this shoe really, really well, even though this is a skateboarding shoe. So with all that out of the way now, let's toss these on feet, I'll lace them up, and I'll show you guys how these look. Just look at this shoe, it's honestly quite simple, and I can see this shoe being worn with quite a wide array of outfits, but I mean from a comfort standpoint, I just can't see myself picking a shoe like this over something like a typical New Balance shoe that has a lot beefier of cushioning and just feels a lot more comfortable underfoot. It's just a personal preference though, just from my collection. I kind of stay away from really flat, low to the ground sort of sneakers like Sambas for example, and I never really got into that. So a shoe like this I think can look really, really dope on other people. I just can't really see this being worn too heavily in my personal rotation. But of the three colorways, I think this yellow one was the star of the show. The blue one is really solid too, I like the contrast, but I think the yellow pair kind of gives off more of a bright, summery vibe. And I think this shoe works best worn in the warmer months. So that's why I went for the yellow colorway to fully embrace the look and feel of summer. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this Stone Island Marina New Balance Numeric 272? Of the three pairs, how would you rank them from best to worst? And for anyone watching, did you also pick up a pair of these? Were you just not a fan of the look of the shoe? Leave your thoughts down below and let's talk about it. And as usual, if you guys enjoyed this review, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I'll link my social media accounts down below for you guys to check out and follow. And as always, thank you for your continued love and support, and I'll catch everybody in my next video.